Scorpio Venus, this is your love and relationship reading for the month of March 2026 or whenever you see it. Unsocial. You might need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. Staying stuck. You keep repeating old patterns. It's time to try something new. Okay. Could be singles reading. I've had a couple back to back, or could mean something else. So stay tuned. Let's find out. You in the situation. Two of Swords, indecisive. World reversed, not wanting, not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Five of Cups, yeah, depressed mood. Looking at the glass half empty. Knight of Cups. King of Swords reversed. There's something here about the way that when you have made an emotional offer of romantic nature or tried to make a connection emotionally, make that first step or hand out that olive branch, let's say, you've been met with someone who was just cold and indifferent. And that caused heartbreak. And have the Ten of Cups reversed, as in like it ended the relationship or it caused a huge rift in the family or something to that nature. And I feel like this is the issue here. The person that's most important or relevant to you in the context of this reading. And okay. In the relationship, your person. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Death. Ten of Wands. Oh shit. Nine of Wands reversed. Okay, so your person over here, they don't have a whole family or friend structure. They're pretty isolated, actually. They're the lone wolf, you know? They've had to rely on themselves, is why this card is here and why you need to know it. And it has been a major change for them to carry a responsibility of being attached to someone and to let down their defenses. Oh, I'm locked in. I know exactly what this is. Okay. You need to know that. Because if they're responding to you with coldness when you come forward with an emotional offer, it has something to do with these character qualities that they have. And then you over here of just being indecisive and not being ready to move out of like this emotional negative mind space of like, you know, it could be a little woe is me. I don't want to call you out there yet, but it's just ruminating on this rejection from this person. What do you want in a relationship, Scorpio Venus? You don't want much, do you? I got two majors here. We've got Strength and the Hangman. You're looking for a new perspective and you're wanting it to be of a spiritual basis. You're ready here to make a change. Staying stuck. It's a repeated pattern. You've recognized that. You know that. So why do I keep hurting my own feelings? Or why does this person keep hurting my feelings? And what am I going to do about that, right? You're ready for a new perspective. You want to understand the situation deeply so that it can create a major and permanent, lasting change. And then the Strength card here. You've been patient. My Scorpio Venus person is very patient in matters of love. You've been patient. You've had self-control. You've mastered some element of yourself. And that's what you're looking for, is just to continue and keeping it all together. But you're looking for an offer. You want to make one or offer one. Something tangible. You're looking for something tangible to tell you that this person cares as much about you as you do about them. What do they want out of a relationship? What does Scorpio Venus's person want? Flipped out and reversed. They're not quite sure. They want to be able to rely on you, but it's uncomfortable for them. Now, I'm not saying they can't, but that's what they're looking for. That's why they're with you. That's why they've been willing to, even despite these things of having to be vulnerable and having to have a level of accountability and responsibility, they've been willing to do that because they feel that you're a source of someone they can depend on. Both. Four of Pentacles. This is protective card. It's about holding on to what you have, protecting what's valuable and important. Three of Swords reversed, healing heartbreak. Okay. What are you afraid of in the relationship? All water. All emotions. What? We wouldn't want any different from you. Queen of Cups reversed. Emotionally unstable. Erratic. This could be someone who's dealing with addictions, someone who's trying to escape from life in all different types of ways. Four of Cups reversed, accepting something emotionally unsatisfying, but just doing it because you feel you don't have any other choice. That's a dark place to be. It's like you're afraid that the situation or your person has made you so emotionally unstable that you just have to accept, and that you would just have to accept what's going on because you're too attached. You feel you can't do any better. And then this also flies out. Scorpio, why do you do this? Moon reversed, a secret coming out that would send you into an emotional tailspin with the Page of Cups reversed. You're afraid of betrayal. You're afraid of finding out that they've been keeping something secret from you. That's why they're cold towards you. That's why you're just like, why is this person cold? It's because they haven't ever had to rely on someone the way that they wanted to rely on you. They think you're a safe space. They want to protect that with the Four of Coins. They want to fucking protect that because you are of value to them, and they're afraid of losing it. And they're trying to guard against heartbreak and separation from you. So why does that look like a person that's going to create a separation, who can just discard you or do whatever the fuck they want? This person is independent. Yes, you're right. But they're that way because they've had to be. They've had to rely on themselves. And they underwent the biggest change imaginable. This is your card. This is why you can relate to them, is because they changed in order to take on the responsibility, accountability, and vulnerability to be with you. That to me does not look like someone who's sneaking around behind your fucking back. Just saying. This is too personal. They're afraid of what? Oh, lordy, lordy, lord, lordy, lordy, lord. Okay. They have many fears. They're scattered, okay? We're going to make sense of it. This is here because you need to know it. They're afraid of having to learn that they aren't as abundant and aren't as prosperous as they would hope to be. That they have to expect more for themselves, to put themselves out there. And that the process of doing so will both terrify the fuck out of them and cause them to leave things behind that they really care about. So let's clarify this, right? They're afraid of learning that they aren't worthy enough. They aren't worth enough. They aren't the light of your life. They can't keep it together. They're too dependent, too controlling, too nitpicky, too nagging. They're just not enough, especially if they're a woman. Not enough to you. They don't provide or offer enough is what they're afraid of. and that you will expect them, or life in general if you reject them, but this is more like you will expect them to go out and do a bunch of shit that they're afraid to do, and that will cause them to leave the life they love behind. So they're afraid of your expectations that they aren't enough, to put it simply. How do you see them? How do you see your person, Scorpio Venus? How do you see them? Give me the good, the bad, the ugly. 5 of Wands. Non-competitive. Go with the flow. Sexy as fuck. Queen of Wands. They're hot. And 6 of Cups. Unconditionally loving. Damn. You really think a lot of them, okay? You do. But why is this coming up? Judgment reversed. Non-judgmental, fine, whatever. But more like lacking purpose or direction. Or even with the vision on this card, lacking a shared connection. Like you don't feel like you are their equal or they are your equal some way. I mean, this is very nice cards for them. So I would suggest it was that you feel like you're not their equal somehow. And maybe that's where the fears are coming up of betrayal. It's funny because they're thinking the same thing, that they're not meeting your expectations. How do they see you? This is the real kicker here. How do they see you, my dear? 10 of Cups reversed. You've been hurt, particularly by family. Sun reversed. You're missing somewhere in the mix. You're missing your true self and your light. They want to see you confident. You don't have the confidence that they know you're capable of. 4 of Swords. You're in need of rest and healing, but also it's taking a while. It's taken you a long time. They're wondering when you will heal this childhood wounding and step into your full self of joy and self-love and confidence. How can you support them right now? 2 of Pentacles reversed. And the Devil. And the Tower reversed. Holy shit. I might need to take a moment. Okay. There is something that you have been doing as a habit that it would be a fantastic support to them if you can recognize how much this has destabilized your relationship and do something to build a better foundation for you both. To head this off before you hit rock bottom, whatever that may look like to you. There's something that you've been doing that's going to create a rock bottom. And if you can acknowledge it and take control over this shit, and you do it for them and for your relationship, that's huge. That's huge. I kind of want to go into that a little bit and maybe check out your rising sign reading. We might pull some more cards on it, but overcoming an addiction is no easy matter. Or a habitual cycle, right? The staying stuck. That cycle. That's no easy task, but that's what they need from you. What can you ask for support with from them? Ooh, the Purpose card returns. Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh, 9 of Cups. Six of Pentacles reversed. One more. Star reversed. Okay, this is hopelessness. Hopelessness. It's about the way that you feel like you're not their equal isn't true, but to reach your dreams and your wish fulfillment, you're going to need more than is fair for your healing. So let me wrap that up, right? Summarize. You want to acknowledge that you know that you have not been their spiritual equal. And it's because of this matter, that the way that they're seeing you, right? They're right. That you don't have the confidence, the self-love, and the light that is they see it in you, but it's missing, right? Because we're dealing with a cycle here, a habitual cycle that's taking from you. And a lot of it has to do with your feelings of the lack of self-worth, but it even goes back to some mess that needs to be cleaned up from childhood trauma. And you saying that they're going to leave because I'm going to find out some horrible truth, that's some secret, that they're going to run away from me because you've mischaracterized the way that they respond towards you. Therefore, you say, I know that this is false, but to reach my wish fulfillment, I'm going to need more support from you than what is fair for right now so that I can heal. That's fair. That's fair. What are you learning about this month? Scorpio Venus. My Scorpio Venuses. Love long and love hard. What the fuck am I saying? King of Pentacles reversed. A withholding person of resources who told you that you weren't skilled enough, that you weren't good enough, that you weren't smart enough. You're learning about all the ways that both made you independent and put you out of your comfort zone. How interesting. So now you're looking at, you already knew this person in your past. This could be like a father figure, mother figure, whoever. Someone made you feel like shit about yourself, okay? And that's a family issue, such your person is rightly called out. You already know what they did to you to harm you. Now, this month, you're looking at what did they do to make you strong? They made you independent, and they also helped you, forced you, let's put it the way it was. They forced you to have courage enough to step out and bravery, to step out of your comfort zone in places that were scary because you fucking had to. And you're learning to acknowledge that and be grateful for those qualities in yourself, even to heal the trauma. Part of what I've found in healing trauma is being grateful to the ones that fucking caused it. Not that you say it's okay, you never say it's okay. Not that you let them back into your life if that was a possibility, it's never okay. If you want them gone and out, that's fine. But there's something chemical and spiritual that happens when you're grateful to the ways that those who harmed you made you stronger. Ace of Wands at the base of the deck. It's stolen so much of your energy and your vitality and your creativity and passion. It's time. It's time. It's time to heal that completely and to get out of this fucking cycle for good. No one can help you but yourself here. And when you ask for help from your person, you're asking permission to be carried in some ways while you heal, but you're not asking for them to do the healing for you. You're saying, I agree that it is time for me to heal this fucking cycle. And part of doing that has something to do with being grateful for the ways that you were made strong by dark pasts and dark people. Okay? What are they learning about this month? Queen of Swords reversed. Page of Swords. They're learning about how not seeing the forest for the trees or the bigger picture and the long-term situation. They're curious about that. They're curious about an unconventional way to handle your situation. They're looking for a new tactic because the way that they have been has been too controlling, too nagging, too my way or the highway. And it's just created resistance. And you see this here with the manifestation of this when you're like, I just need your love and I'm just trying to offer you something. And they're like, get out of my face. You're being bad and I don't want to fucking talk to you because you're still dealing with this devil issue and it's causing us problems. What do you need to let go of by the end of the month for your best interest? Ace of Cups. Lovers. Fool. You need to let go of the expectations for a new love opportunity and everything to fucking be healed and everything to be fabulous by the end of the month. It is time to make inroads on this. Get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. There's someone that can come in that can be a better reflection of what you need right now than your person. Your person is going to be here when you return. And on the side, you know, like supporting what ways they can of trying to find a new tactic and everything. They definitely care enough to do that. But if you thought that you were going to be fixed and healed by the end of this month, I'm sorry, it's probably not the case. And I think that have this like short term, like everything's going to be healed right away, and that's not reasonable. I think that there's also something going back to this of thinking that you can just offer emotionality and then everything will all be hunky-dory and you won't have a care in the world. That's not enough for your person. Your person is much more serious-minded here. You're over here saying, oh, if I just say that I love you, then you'll forgive that I'm not stepping into my full self. They're not okay with this. And a little bit of I love yous isn't going to fucking fix that in their head and in their mind and in their heart. And it's not good enough. Because that's just words. They already know you love them. They want you to become who you are meant to be. They aren't going to accept less than that now. It's time. What are they going to release by the end of the month? Three of Pentacles reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Six of Swords. Okay. They can't run from this situation either. And they're not willing to talk about certain things related to a mastery. Something behind closed doors. Something secretive, too. I think whatever you're dealing with, they might about to be making it fucking public. Because there's people that can help. People that have something to say. You already have everything that you need to take care of this issue and you still haven't. Let's go down this road. Reciprocal lines. Navigate boundaries with grace, mastering the art of give and take in harmony. Sorry for the pause. Pause for the cause. Right? Like, what's really important here? Crossing over, bridge the gap between your hearts with trust. On the one hand, they want to set a strict boundary with you, and they have been. On the other hand, they're not sure how to handle it because they feel that, like, if they don't set a boundary with your behavior, then you're just going to be like, oh, everything's hunky-dory and we're in love and it's all good. But yet, them creating this boundary of coldness is like adding fuel to the fire of the fucking problem as well. Hold up. Let's get the answer from the crows. This is kind of gone in a turn I didn't expect. What does Scorpio Venus need to hear right now? Give them a plan of action. Self-interest. Self-interest indicates that you may be looking out only for yourself, and as a result, others will be impacted. Being selfish isn't always bad, but sometimes we need to focus on our wants and needs. Depending on your situation, self-interest may indicate that you're in need of some pampering or that it is time to put your needs above others. For example, your dream job may require a move or a shift in lifestyle. You may need to weigh the impact taking this job will have on those around you. In the short term, you may be perceived as selfish, but in the long term, your decision may benefit all those involved. A selfish choice to end the cycle. Interesting. I wouldn't come up with that one. I really wouldn't have. I didn't see it going that way. And again, my person's a Scorpio Venus, you know. I'm trying to think of a new way to handle situations, right? But it's like I just don't know. This is telling you that if you know you need to do something that feels selfish, like it would take too much from your person, they're ready to stand by you as long as you show that you are making inroads towards dealing with this repeating cycle. And that the end result of that will be your self-love and joy and actualization. Let's get a card from your angels to send you on your way. Look around and find some signs the universe is speaking to you. I was feeling that before. Like you can trust your intuition on this. If you look around for a sign and ask for a sign of what to do next to beat this cycle and end this cycle, you will find it. And it will be on a license plate, on a billboard. You'll casually look over and see something that reminds you of something else. And then it's like, oh God, you know, like you will be able to find signs. You just need to ask for one. Scorpio Venus, I hope that was helpful for you. I'm sorry it turned, but it's time, as I said. And I think that, you know, if I can bring you insight of any sort towards helping sort all this out and finding a plan of action of what to do, then I'm grateful to be able to help. And if you like that, please like and subscribe. Check out my rising sign readings from earlier this month to get more information about what's going on in the larger focus of your life outside of the relationship. And I wish you well. Good luck to you and take care. Bye.